Hello everyone. Already we have discussed about Raoult's law. Raoult's law for dilute solutions we have discussed. And today we are going to discuss the numerical problems based on Raoult's law. Some of the example problems based on Raoult's law we are going to discuss. Okay, so in this now, the first one. The first example problem is that two liquids A and B. So how many liquids we have taken this problem? Two liquids A and B form an ideal solution. So what do you mean by ideal solution? Whenever you see ideal solution, what you have to recall? Delta H mixing. Delta H mixing is 0. Delta V mixing. Delta V mixing equals to 0. Okay. And AA interactions will be equal to BB interactions will be equal to AB interactions. So these 3 points we have to recall whenever you see ideal solution. Means AA interactions means what? Attraction force between solvent and solvent molecules. BB interactions means the attractive forces between solute and solute molecules. AB interactions meaning what? The attractive force between A and B means solvent molecule and solute molecule. So initially we take pure liquid A and pure liquid B. In pure liquid A, what will be there? AA interactions will be there. Attractive force between only molecules of A will be there. And BB means what in pure liquid B? In pure liquid B, the attractive forces between B and B molecules will be there. But after mixing we get solution. AB solution we get. This AB solution has the molecules of A as well as molecules of B. Between molecules of A and B, there will be some attractive forces. Interactions will be there between A and B molecules. So this type of interactions called AB interactions. AB interactions meaning what, ma'am? Solute and solvent interactions. Solute and solvent interactions equal to the magnitude of BB interactions equal to the magnitude of AA interactions in where? In case of what? Ideal solutions. Now we have mixed two liquids A and B to form ideal solution. At what temperature? 300 Kelvin. Some temperature is given, constant temperature. At this temperature, we have mixed liquid A and liquid B to get ideal solution. Now, the vapor pressure of a solution containing 1 mole of A. So now number of moles of A, how much here? Number of moles of A is equal to 1. Okay, the vapor pressure of a solution containing 1 mole of A and 3 moles of B. How many moles of B there here? 3 moles. So number of moles of B is equal to what? 3. Number of moles of B, 3. Number of moles of A, 1. Is 550 mm of mercury. This is what now here? Vapor pressure of solution. What is here? Vapor pressure of solution. Vapor pressure of solution. That is what now here? P. P total. The total pressure of solution or vapor pressure of solution, you take P. Right. So vapor pressure of solution is what now here? P. So you take P. This vapor pressure of solution is equal to how much here? 550 millimeter of mercury. Mm of H is given here. Okay. Now according to Raoult's law, whenever you see Raoult's law, whenever you see the ideal solution which follows Raoult's law, what you have to recall in case of ideal solutions? What is this condition according to Raoult's law? The vapor pressure of solution is equal to partial pressure of A plus partial pressure of B. We must recall formula. Here P of solution, this one, whatever we have taken here, P of solution. So vapor pressure of solution, ideal solution is equal to what? The partial vapor pressure of A plus partial vapor pressure of B. Okay, P is equal to PA plus PP we have to recall. This P given what now here? 550 given. 550 mm is what you know here? P. The total P is given 550 mm, remember. At the same temperature, means at 300 Kelvin again, means we kept the constant temperature. Initially we have taken 300 Kelvin temperature, finally also 300 Kelvin temperature only. Means what is kept constant? Temperature is kept constant. At same temperature, if 1 more mole of B is added. Now here number of moles of B and already how many there? Now number of moles of B, already how many moles mentioned here? 3 moles. 3 moles already there. Plus 1 mole is added here. 1 mole is added. So what here, if one more mole of B is added to the solution, suppose. Okay, then the vapor pressure of the solution increases by 10 mm. Increases by here, remember, increases by 10 mm, meaning what here? Already initially how much was there? Initially 550 mm was given. Initially 550 mm was given. Now here P final, P of solution final is equal to what now here? Already 550 was there initially, plus how much is increased by here? 10. Increased by 10. That means what now here? 660 mm. 660 mm of mercury. So 660 mm of mercury is what now? Final vapor pressure of solution. Initially 550 was there. Finally 660 there. That point keep in mind. Here by they said here. Initially 550 plus 10 mm. Okay. Then determine the vapor pressure of A and B in their pure states. Pure states means what now here? PA naught. PA naught means what? Vapor pressure of liquid A in pure state is equal to what? And also PB naught. P naught B. P naught B means what here? The vapor pressure of pure liquid B. The vapor pressure of pure liquid B and vapor pressure of pure liquid A we have to get. We have to get. Okay. And also we know that PA is equal to what? XA into PA naught. PB is equal to what? XB PB naught. So PB is equal to what now? XB, mole fraction of B into PB naught. This PB naught we have to calculate. PB naught we have to calculate. And PA meaning what here? PA means what? XA, XA into PA naught. XA into PA naught. This PA naught also is asked to calculate. So P total, initial condition, case 1, the vapor pressure of solution is given what now? 550 mm. That is equal to PA plus PB. A PA is what? Vapor pressure, partial pressure of A, which is equal to XA into PA naught plus PB. PB means what here? The partial pressure of B, which is equal to XB into PB naught. XB into PB naught. So this formula we have to recall first. After that, given values we have to understand. Then which formula is to be applied we have to understand. Is the question clear first? What is asked, what is given? We have to understand first. After that, we have to go to solution. Now here, the solution for the above problem. First check it here. Let the vapor pressure of pure liquid A be PA naught. PA naught is what now here? Vapor pressure of pure liquid A. And the vapor pressure of pure liquid B, let it be PB naught. So PB naught is what now here? Vapor pressure of pure liquid B. And PA naught is what? Vapor pressure of pure liquid A. Next. Now, total vapor pressure of solution. The total vapor pressure of solution. When we take what now here? 1 mole of A and 3 moles of B initially. Initially, we have taken what? 1 mole of A, 3 moles of B. In that case, the total vapor pressure of solution, the P, vapor pressure of solution is equal to XA PA naught. XA into PA naught. Okay. Plus XB into PB naught. It is what now here? PA plus this one is what? PB. PA, in the place of PA, what we have written? XA PA naught. In place of PB, what we have written? XB PB naught. XA is what now here? Mole fraction of A. XA is what? Mole fraction of A. Okay. And XB is what? XB is what? Mole fraction of B. Now, how to write mole fraction of A? Mole fraction of A is equal to what now? Number of moles of A divided by number of moles of A plus number of moles of B. Means number of moles of A divided by total number of moles of solution is called what? Mole fraction of A. So mole fraction of A is defined as the ratio of number of moles of A to the total number of moles of solution. The ratio of number of moles of A to TO2, the total number of moles of solution is called mole fraction of A. Similarly, XB is equal to what? XB is equal to number of moles of B upon number of moles of A plus number of moles of B. It is what now here? XB. XB is what? Mole fraction of B. And also we know that XA value plus XB value must be equal to what? 1. Means mole fraction of solvent plus mole fraction of solute must be equal to unity. Unity means what? 1. It must be equal to unity. That point we know. Now keep in mind. See here. Next, here P total means P of solution. Vapor pressure of solution. 550 given initially. 550 is equal to 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means what? Number of moles of A, how much initially? Initially number of moles of A, how many? 1. By total moles, how much? 1 plus 3. Here number of moles initially 1. And here number of moles of A, 1. Number of moles of B, 3. So 1 by 1 plus 3. That is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is what? Mole fraction of A. 1 by 4 is equal to XA. This is equal to XA. And XB is equal to what now here? Number of moles of B divided by total number of moles. Here number of moles of B how much? 3. Number of moles of B 3 divided by total number of moles of A and B. 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1. Totally 4. Like that here 3 by 4 is what? Mole fraction of B. So what is 3 by 4 here? The 3 by 4 is what? Mole fraction of B. So mole fraction of B is equal to 3 by 4 here. Mole fraction of A is given as 1 by 4. Okay, so mole fraction of A into PA naught plus mole fraction of B into PP naught is equal to 550 initially given. Is that clear? So on solving, we get 2200 is equal to PA naught plus 3 of PP naught. 3 into PP naught. So 2200 is equal to what? PA naught, vapor pressure of pure liquid A plus 3 into PP naught. 3 times PP naught. It is equation 1, let it be. Initially, when 550 is the vapor pressure of total solution, we got 2200 equals to PA naught plus 3 PP naught. Up to this clear now? Now take screenshot. Yeah. Next, total vapor pressure of solution. Okay. If you take 1 mole of A and 4 moles of B. Here, if B moles were initially we have taken 3 plus 1 mole is added. 1 mole is added. 1 mole of B is added extra here. That's why here 1 mole of B plus 3 moles initially taken. Here 3 plus 1 totally how many moles of B? 4 moles. And how many moles of A? Initially taken 1 mole. The same number of moles of A maintained in second case. But 3 moles initially taken B and 1 mole of B is extra added here. That's why 3 plus 1, 4 moles. Now total number of moles how many? 1 plus 4. Total number of moles 5. Okay, now here the vapor pressure of solution, of AB is equal to mole fraction of A here. Mole fraction of A means what? Number of moles of A, 1. Number of moles of A, 1. By total number of moles, how much? 1 plus 4, 5. That's why it is what here? Mole fraction of A. So mole fraction of A is equal to 1 by 5. 1 mole of A divided by total number of moles. Into 1 by 5 into PA naught. PA naught is what? Vapor pressure of pure solvent plus 4 by 5. 4 by 5 is what now? Mole fraction of B. Okay, 4 moles of B divided by 1 plus 4 moles. Totally 5. Okay, 4 by 5. So 4 by 5 is mole fraction of what? B into PP naught. Okay, so here finally second case, what is the P of solution, vapor pressure of solution given? So vapor pressure of solution is given what? 550 initial plus 10 mm increase here. 550 initially was observed. After that 10 mm was increased. 10 mm was increased by adding what? B. 1 mole of B extra we added. After adding 1 mole of B, the vapor pressure of solution increased by how much? 10. That's why 550 initial plus increased value 10. 550 plus 10, 560 we have to take. 560 is equal to mole fraction of A into vapor pressure of pure A plus mole fraction of B into vapor pressure of pure liquid B. Okay, vapor pressure of pure liquid B, PP naught, and PA naught, vapor pressure of pure liquid A. Now on solving, we get what now here? 2800. 2800 is equal to PA naught plus 4 into PP naught. 2800 is equal to PA naught plus 4 into PP naught. This is equation 2. Equation 1, equation 2 we got. So solving equations 1 and 2. Solving equations 1 and 2. Equation 1 is what here? 2200. 2200. Okay. So 22. Wait. Yeah. So 2200 is equal to what now? PA naught, PA naught plus 3 PB naught. So PA naught plus 3 PB naught is what now? Equation 1. Equation 1. Equation 2 is what now? 2800. 2800. Okay. This one. So solving equation 1 and 2, we get what now here? PB naught is equal to 600 mm of mercury. Okay, that is vapor pressure of pure liquid B is what? 600 mm we'll get. And PA naught is equal to what? 400 mm. 400 mm. Why the vapor pressure of pure liquid B is more here? Because more number of moles. More number of moles. Okay, so vapor pressure of pure liquid A, vapor pressure of pure liquid B. So these two we have to get. Is that clear now? So equation 2, equation 1, we have to solve it. It is about what now here? This concept here. Okay, so equation 2 is what here? 2800 is equal to PA naught plus 4 into PB naught. So on solving the two equations, we get what now here? This answer here, PB naught value, PA naught value. The final calculations, once again, you have to do. Once take it now. Take the screenshot of this. It is model 1, first model. Based on what? Raoult's law. Okay, so next, see, next example. An aqueous solution. An aqueous solution. Aqueous solution meaning what? What is solvent? Solvent is water. Solvent is water. Aqueous solution means immediately you take solvent as what? Water. Okay. So an aqueous solution. Water means what is the molecular weight? Gram molecular weight. 18 ml. 18. 18 moles per 18 grams per mole. 18 grams per mole is gram molecular weight of water. Now, an aqueous solution containing 28% by mass, 28% by mass of liquid A. So liquid A, how much is there here? W by W percent given. W by W percentage of A is equal to what? 28%. What does it mean here? 28 grams of 28 grams of A. 28 grams of A is present in 100 grams of water. Meaning, so 28 grams A in 100 grams solution. 100 grams solution. In 100 grams of solution, how many grams of A is there? 28 grams of A is present in 100 grams of solution. Solution means what? Water plus A. So weight of water plus weight of H2O plus weight of A. Weight of liquid A. Together what now here? 100. But weight of liquid A, how much is there here? 28. Then 100 minus 28 will be what? Weight of water. Weight of water is equal to what? 100 minus 28. That one keep in mind. And gram molecular mass of liquid A. Gram molecular mass of liquid A. So capital MA means gram molecular weight is given 140 mole gram per mole. 140 gram per mole. So 140 gram per mole is what? Gram molecular weight of liquid A. Remember. This solution has a vapor pressure of 160 mm. Yeah, what is the vapor pressure of solution here? P solution. P solution. Vapor pressure of solution, how much here? 160 mm of mercury. 160 millimeter of mercury is the vapor pressure of solution of A in water. A in water. At what temperature? 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, that one keep in mind. Find the vapor pressure of the pure liquid A. Vapor pressure of pure liquid A means what, ma? PA naught or PB naught? PA naught is equal to what? What we have to calculate now? PA naught means vapor pressure of pure liquid A we have to calculate. And also given what? The vapor pressure of water at the same temperature, 37 degrees Celsius here. At the same temperature, the vapor pressure of water is 150 mm. They have given vapor pressure of water. Vapor pressure of water. And vapor pressure of solvent A we have to get. Liquid A we have to get. The vapor pressure of liquid A we have to get. Vapor pressure of water is mentioned here. Vapor pressure of water is mentioned. Is that clear? Now see, for two miscible liquids. A miscible liquids means what? The liquids which can be thoroughly mixed. Liquids which can be liquids which can be thoroughly mixed. Which can be thoroughly mixed are called what? Miscible liquids. Here what now? For two miscible liquids, P total. P total means what? Vapor pressure of solution. P total means what here? Vapor pressure of ideal solution, the solution form. Vapor pressure of solution is equal to mole fraction of A, mole fraction of one component into vapor pressure of pure component. Mole fraction of A into mole fraction means vapor pressure of pure liquid A plus mole fraction of B, mole fraction of B into vapor pressure of pure liquid B, vapor pressure of pure liquid B. Okay. Now here A means one liquid, one substance we have taken. B is what? Water here. Mole fraction of water here. Mole fraction of water. Mole fraction of water here. And weight of water, how much we got here? 100 minus 28, how much? 30, 100 minus 28 is 72 grams here. 72 grams water. 72 grams H2O is there here. In the given problem, how many grams of H2O? 72 grams of H2O. And how many grams of A? 28 grams. First we calculate number of moles of A. Number of moles of A means Na. Number of moles of A is equal to what? Number of moles of A is equal to weight of A, given weight of A by what? Gram molecular weight. Gram molecular weight is what? Grams per mole. 140 grams per mole. So 28 grams given weight by gram molecular weight 140 grams per mole. That is equal to 0.2 moles. So 0.2 moles of what? A. 0.2 mole of A is present, available in the solution. Now liquid B. Liquid B is nothing but water only here. Liquid B is water here. Its mass is 100 minus 28, that is 72 grams. What is the given weight of water indirectly? 72 grams given. 72 grams is what now? The weight of water. 100 minus 28. Now number of moles of water. Number of moles of B means number of moles of water. Number of moles formula what? Given weight by gram molecular weight. Given weight of water is 72 grams. 72 grams. And gram molecular weight of water 18 grams per mole. Okay, 72 grams given weight by gram molecular weight of water 18 grams per mole. Therefore, 4 moles. 4 moles of what? B means water. B is what here in the problem? Water we have taken. Okay, number of moles of water, how much? 4 moles. And how many moles of A, liquid A? 0.2 moles. We can get now mole fraction. When you know number of moles, we can get what? Mole fractions. If you know mole fractions, we can substitute here mole fraction of A, mole fraction of B, that is water. Is that clear so far? Let's take the screenshot now. Take the screenshot once. You can go through it later once again. First, if you understand the problem very well in short time, that will be advantage in solving problems. Understanding the given values and understanding the problem very fast. These are very important concepts. Okay. Given data we have to understand first. After that, from given data we have to use appropriate formula to get the answer. Okay. Now, total number of moles. Total number of moles of A and B. Total number of A is what? No, moles of A is what? 0.2 moles. And number of moles of B, how much? 4. Number of moles of water, 4 moles. Number of moles of liquid A, 0.2 moles. Totally, how many moles here? 4.2 moles. Okay. 4.2 moles is total number of moles of solution of the solution formed. Total number of moles. Now given that P total, the vapor pressure of solution given how much more? 160 mm. 160 mm is what now? Vapor pressure of solution given. Vapor pressure of the solution formed is given how much? 160 mm. And PB naught means what now? Water. For water, what is here? Vapor pressure of pure liquid water. Pure liquid water. Here water is taken as what? B. Water is taken as what in the problem? B. That's why here vapor pressure of pure liquid water B is what? 150 mm given at the same temperature. At the same temperature, vapor pressure of solution formed and vapor pressure of water given. Now they asked what here? PA naught is equal to what we have to calculate. What we need here? PA naught we need to calculate. PB naught is given. P total is given. Vapor pressure of solution is given. Now P total vapor pressure of solution is equal to mole fraction of A. It is what now here? Mole fraction of A. XA. XA means what? Mole fraction of A. Number of moles of A 0.2 divided by total number of moles. How much? 4.2. So 0.2 by 4.2. 2 by 42. 2 by 42 into PA naught. This PA naught value we have to calculate. PA naught value we need to calculate. And plus 4 by 4.2. What is this here? Mole fraction of water. Mole fraction of B. That is what? Mole fraction of water. Mole fraction of water. That is B. Number of moles of water 4 moles by total number of moles 4.2. 4 by 4.2 into 150. 150 mm is what now here? The vapor pressure of water given already given. Now PA naught we have to calculate. From this PA naught is equal to what now here? 360.15 millimeter of mercury. Okay, so 360.15 mm of mercury. Is that clear? So it's about what now here? The calculation of PA naught when PB naught is given and P total is given. PB naught is given, P total is given. So the formula we should not forget here. What is the formula here? P total is equal to PA plus PB first. The total vapor pressure of solution is equal to the vapor pressure, partial vapor pressure of A, liquid A plus partial vapor pressure of liquid B. Okay, now here PA naught, PA means what? According to Raoult's law. According to Raoult's law, PA means what? XA into PA naught. XA into PA naught. And what is PB naught according to Raoult's law? XB into PB naught. XB into PB naught. So XA PA naught plus XB PB naught. The P total is given to you in the problem. P total is given. PB naught is given. Mole fraction is given. And mole fraction of A is also understood. And PA naught is asked to calculate. PA naught means what now? Vapor pressure of pure liquid A is asked to calculate. So in this way, we have to do the numerical problems. We have to solve the numerical problems based on what? Raoult's law. Some examples I have discussed with you. You have to complete you have to go through the different problems based on what? Vapor pressure of liquids. Vapor pressure, that is Raoult's law. Vapor pressure of what? The solutions of liquids in liquids. The vapor pressure of solutions of liquids in liquids is based on Raoult's law concept. Based on that, the numerical problems go through some material. Okay.